Hello Traveller, today we're diving deep into the world of damage dealers, so get ready to discover your new favourite fighter, Kamisato Ayaka. She is a powerful Cryo DPS character. Her high damage output, especially from her elemental burst, makes her excel in boss battles. While her playstyle revolves around freeze teams, building a strong team for her requires significant investment. To maximise her potential, focus on artifacts that boost her cryo damage, like Blizzard Strayer. While her elemental burst is crucial, both her normal attacks and elemental skill contribute to overall damage. Optimal teams for Ayaka often include characters like Shenhei, Kokomi and Kazuha for enhanced damage and crowd control. However, more budget-friendly options exist with characters like Barbara, Kaya and Sucrose. Ultimately, Ayaka is a formidable character capable of dealing massive damage, but requires careful team composition and resource investment to shine. Wrathsley. He is a Cryo Catalyst character with a unique playstyle focused on normal attacks. His consistent Cryo application makes him ideal for freeze teams. Despite relying on normal attacks, he has high damage scaling potential, especially with melt reactions. However, his normal attack AoE is relatively small, making him more effective against single targets or grouped enemies. To maximise his damage, prioritise normal attack leveling and consider the Marikosi Hunter artifact set. Pairing him with another Cryo character for Cryo Resonance is beneficial. He suits in freeze teams, especially those with Furina, can be highly effective due to their synergy with Wrathsley's mechanics. For enhanced damage, consider melt reactions with characters like Shangling Bennett or Toma. While Wrathsley can self-heal, a dedicated healer might be necessary, especially when paired with characters like Furina. Overall, Wrathsley is a strong Cryo DPS with unique mechanics that require careful team composition and build considerations. Oh, or did I mention? Gaming. He is a 4-star main DPS character with high damage potential and self-sufficiency. His elemental skill is excellent for triggering reactions like Vaporize, Melt or Burgeon. Despite lacking Pyro Infusion, he can still deal consistent damage with his normal attacks and elemental burst. His build focuses on either maximizing his normal attack damage with the Marikosi Hunter artifact set, or optimizing elemental reactions with Crimson Witch of Flames. Gaming excels in hypercarry teams where his damage output is maximized with supports like Xianyan and Furina. He can also be built as a Burgeon character, focusing on elemental mastery. Ultimately, the best build depends on player preference and team composition. While gaming has limitations, his versatility and high damage output make him a valuable asset in various team setups. Lini. He is a Pyro character with high damage scaling, especially with charged attacks. His unique Grin Malkin hat mechanic provides additional damage sources and crowd control. However, his playstyle is heavily reliant on charged attacks and requires careful management of his HP. To maximise Lini's damage potential, building him as a Pyro DPS with the Marikosi Hunter artifact set is recommended. While his healing scales with HP, external healing is often preferred. Prioritising normal and charged attacks is crucial, as they are the primary sources of damage. Lini excels in mono-pyro teams that amplify his damage and provide necessary support like healing and interruption resistance. Characters like Bennett, Kazuha and Dehia synergize well with him. Despite his strengths, Lini's reliance on charged attacks can be challenging, and missing shots can result in significant DPS loss. Additionally, his HP consumption necessitates careful team composition. Overall, Lini is a high damage dealer with a unique playstyle that requires strategic build and team composition. Navia is a Geo character with exceptional damage output from her elemental skill. Her playstyle revolves around the crystallize reaction, providing her with a comfortable play experience due to the constant shield presence. While she excels in burst damage, her reliance on critical hits and front-loaded damage can be drawbacks. To maximise Navia's potential, focus on building her with the Nighttime Whispers artifact set for increased damage. The Verdict Claymore is her ideal weapon, but other options like Serpent Spine or the Unfurged are viable. Prioritise levelling up her elemental skill, as it's her primary damage source. Navia shines in hypercarry teams where she can consistently apply Crystallize through various elemental reactions. Characters like Shangling and Yellen complement her playstyle by providing off-field damage, while Navia deals consistent on-field damage. While Navia is a powerful character, building her effectively requires careful consideration of her strengths and weaknesses. Raiden Shogun. The Electro Archon remains a staple in many teams, providing energy recharge, burst damage, and team-wide buffs. She is a versatile Electro character excelling as both a main DPS and support. Her ability to regenerate energy for the team is unmatched, while her elemental burst delivers substantial damage and buffs. As an Electro applicator, she's crucial for Hyper Bloom teams. To maximize her potential, focus on energy recharge with the Emblem of Severed Fate artifact set. Engulfing Lightning is the ideal weapon, but other options exist. For a Hyper Bloom build, prioritize Elemental Mastery. Raiden's talent priorities depend on her role. As a main DPS, prioritize her Elemental Burst and skill. For Hyper Bloom, focus on her level and Elemental Mastery. Ultimately, Raiden's flexibility and power make her a valuable asset in any team. Hu Tao. A high-risk, high-reward Pyro DPS, Hu Tao offers immense damage potential for skilled players. Her HP-based scaling and pyro application make her a deadly force. Requires careful management of her HP to maximize damage output. She converts HP into attack, boosting damage, especially with vaporize reactions. Best against single targets and bosses, she can be risky due to her HP consumption. Her elemental burst heals her, enabling aggressive play. Hu Tao excels with Hydra characters like Xingqiu and Yelan for vaporize reactions. The Crimson Witch of Flames artifact set is ideal for maximizing damage. Prioritize normal attack and elemental skill for core gameplay. While powerful, Hu Tao requires specific team composition and artifact sets to reach full potential. Mastering her playstyle is essential to manage her HP risks and unleash devastating damage. Oh, I almost forgot. Al-Haytham. Dendro Scholar with exceptional DPS capabilities, Al-Haytham's consistent damage output and versatile kit make him a top-tier choice. His Dendro application is excellent, enabling various elemental reactions. He excels in both single and multi-target combat due to his rapid Dendro application. This flexibility allows him to trigger various Dendro-related reactions effectively. His unique infusion mechanic sets him apart, ensuring uninterrupted Dendro damage. However, mastering Al-Haytham requires dedication. His gameplay revolves around precise timing and rotations. Additionally, he lacks interruption resistance, making him vulnerable to attacks. To maximize Al-Haytham's potential, focus on building elemental mastery and critical stats using the Gilded Dreams artifact set. A Dendro support with Deepwood Memories is essential for increasing damage. Prioritize leveling up his elemental skill, followed by normal attack and elemental burst. For optimal team compositions, aim to amplify Dendro reactions like Hyper Bloom and Quicken. Characters like Nahida, Raiden Shogun, and Yelan synergize well. For players with limited resources, a team with Yo-Yo, Xingqiu, and Shinobu is a viable option. Neuvillette. As the Hydra Archon's trusted advisor, Neuvillette brings a unique blend of damage and crowd control, with high damage potential thanks to his rapidly dealing charged attacks. His ability to hover during this attack enhances mobility and exploration. His passive talent makes him versatile in Hydro-based teams and aids underwater exploration. However, Neuvillette is vulnerable to interruptions while casting his charged attacks, making a shielder or his C1 constellation desirable. To maximize his damage, focus on building his HP, as it directly impacts his charged attack strength. The Marikosi Hunter artifact set is ideal for boosting his damage output. While the Marikosi Hunter set is optimal, Wanderer's Troop can be considered for a more elemental reaction-focused build. Neuvillette's elemental skill and burst generate source water droplets, enhancing his charged attack, but his high energy cost for the burst can be a drawback. Optimal teams for Neuvillette focus on buffing his damage and enabling his passive. Characters like Farina can significantly boost his performance, but not essential. Electro-charged teams are also viable options to maximize his damage output. Arlecchino. A Fatui Harbinger with immense destructive power, Arlecchino excels in burst damage and crowd control. She is a high-damage pyro character with a unique playstyle centered around her Bond of Life mechanic. Her kit is designed for straightforward, consistent damage output with high base stats and numerous buffs. While self-sufficient, she relies heavily on her own healing, making her gameplay risky without a shielder. Her strengths lie in her high damage potential, easy to execute combos, and flexibility in team composition. The Fragment of Harmonic Whimsy artifact set is tailor-made for her, maximizing her damage output. However, other sets like Echoes of an Offering or Gladiator's Finale can also be effective. Arlecchino's biggest weakness is her reliance on self-healing, making her susceptible to high damage. To mitigate this, players should prioritize building a shield or interruption resistance. Additionally, her combo-based playstyle requires careful timing and can be disrupted by enemies. Optimal team compositions for Arlecchino often include Hydro characters to trigger Vaporize reactions, as well as a shielder like Zhongli for protection. Buffers like Bennett can also be beneficial due to Arlecchino's unique ability to prevent external healing. While Arlecchino is a powerful character, careful team building and playstyle adaptation are crucial to maximize her potential and ensure survival. Honorable mentions. Clorinde. She is an agile Electro character, known for her high damage output. Her elemental skill allows for swift movement and continuous attacks, while her self-healing capability supports aggressive playstyles. However, maintaining her elemental skill uptime is crucial for maximizing damage, and she benefits greatly from a supportive team. To build Clorinde effectively, focus on critical rate, critical damage, and attack or elemental mastery for specific team comps. Artifact sets like Fragment of Harmonic Whimsy, Thundering Fury, or Gladiator's Finale are suitable options. Her signature weapon, Absolution, offers significant damage boosts. Clorinde excels as a main DPS in Electro Charge and aggravate teams due to her consistent Electro application. Understanding her strengths and weaknesses is key to unlocking her full potential. Tighnari. Tighnari is a Dendro archer renowned for his rapid-fire attacks and area of effect damage. This makes him exceptional at clearing groups of enemies. While often categorized as a support character, Tighnari can also excel as a main damage dealer with the right build and team composition. His primary source of damage comes from charged attacks, which deal significant damage. To maximize his potential, players should prioritize critical rate, critical damage, and elemental mastery in their builds. Tighnari truly shines in teams that can trigger spread or quicken reactions, boosting his overall damage output. Effectively managing his elemental skill is crucial to optimize his performance. Wanderer. He is an animo character with strong AoE attacks and flexible playstyle. His strengths lie in his high mobility, damage potential, and versatility. However, he suffers from low base stats and vulnerability to interruption. To maximize his damage, equip the Desert Pavilion artifact set and prioritize crit stats. Energy recharge and an animo teammate are crucial for optimal performance. While Tuletola's Remembrance is his signature weapon, Mappa Mare is a viable free alternative. Team composition is key, with Faruzan or Bennett providing significant boosts. Consider using a shielder or healer to protect him due to his low HP and def. Tartaglia. He is a high-damage Hydro character known for his versatility. He excels at applying Hydro with his melee stance, triggering reactions like Vaporize and Electro Charged. His damage scales with the number of enemies, making him effective in crowd control situations. However, mastering his complex rotation and managing cooldowns is crucial. To maximize his potential, focus on building him as a main DPS with the Nymph's Dream artifact set. Prioritize his elemental skill for optimal damage output. Tartaglia shines in teams that utilize Vaporize and Electro-charged reactions, such as those including Xiangling Kazaha, Fischl Baido. Remember, understanding his playstyle and rotations is key to unlocking his full power. Ayato. Ayato is a versatile Hydro DPS with excellent crowd control and consistent damage output. While he can fit into various team compositions, his adaptability might hinder his performance in specific setups. To maximize his damage, focus on his elemental skill and burst. Choosing the right artifacts is crucial, with Echoes of an Offering high damage potential but being unreliable, while Heart of Depth provides a safer option. Ayato's success hinges on understanding his strengths, weaknesses, and building a suitable team and artifact setup. Despite his versatility, other characters might excel more in the main DPS role. That's a wrap on our top 10 DPS characters. We hope this guide helps you build your dream team. Remember, the best character is the one you have fun playing with. So go out there and conquer Teyvat. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Genshin Impact content. See you next time.